Good day to you all. Welcome to the PLBC Virtual Classroom Simulation. I am Mr. Sharif Abdul Aziz by name. Our topic of today is mensuration and geometry under the mathematics for JSS 3. We have subtopics there, which is area and the perimeter of plane shapes. How do we find the area and how do we calculate the perimeter of the plane shapes? First of all, you need to understand what are plane shapes. What are plane shapes? The plane shapes are the shapes that has only 2 dimensions. They are the shapes that has 2 dimensions. What are the examples? The example of plane shapes are triangles, rectangles, circles, parallelogram, trapeziums, and so on. These are the examples of plane shapes. Now, since we said we are going to look at how do we calculate the area, then we have some example of the plane shapes here, which are square. This is an example of a square. A square is a shape that all the sides are equal, and the formula of calculating its area is L square. Because if the sides are equal, all the sides are represented with L. So the area is L square. Then rectangle. If you look at the rectangle, it's a shape that the 2 sides are equal, the 2 opposite sides are equal, where the 2 opposite sides here are equal. These are lengths. All the 2 lengths are equal and the 2 breadths are equal. So the formula of calculating the area of a rectangle is simply length times breadth, right? Good. Then the next one we have here is a circle. Circle is a plane shape. Then we have the area of calculating the circle, which is pi r square, where our r is representing the radius and the pi is always 22/7. Now, triangles. This is an example of a triangle. We have different types of triangle. We can have equilateral triangle. It can be isosceles triangle. If all the sides are equal, then it is equilateral. If the 2 sides are equal, then it's called isosceles triangle. And we have scaling triangle if all the sides are not equal. Then we have different types of triangles such as right angle triangle and so on. But the formula of calculating the area of a triangle in general is 1/2 times base times height, b times height. Then we have parallelogram. You look at the parallelogram is similar to a rectangle, right? Then you see that we are having 2 lines that are parallel to each other. That is why we call it parallelogram. The 2 lines are parallel to each other. Then the formula of calculating the parallelogram is base times height. Now, we know that the height is there, where the base is going to be the side where the angle is. So anywhere you have the angle is going to represent your base. Then trapezium. This is the shape of trapezium. We have it, we have the height, we have the 2 sides. The 2 sides are represented with A and B. So the formula of calculating the area of trapezium is 1/2 into A plus B times height. That means you add the 2 sides, then you multiply it by 8 height. Examples. Now, the example of this, how to calculate the area of the plane shapes. We have the first example here. The question said, what is the area of square that measured 8 meters on each side? We have already explained that a square, all the sides of a square are equal. So when they give us it's measured 8 meters, then we should know that all the sides are 8 meters. So now, if you have a square like this, we know that all the sides are equal, right? And the question has told us that the side is 8 meters. So here will be 8 meters, here is 8 meters, 8 meters, and 8 meters. What do we agree that is the formula of calculating the area of a square? We said is L square. L square simply means L times L. But class, what is our L? Our L is equal to 8 meters, right? So we just said this is the same thing as 8 square, which is the same thing as what? 8 times 8 meters times 8 meters. 8 times 8 will give you 64. M times M, which is meter, so it's going to give us meter square. Take note, the area of a plane shapes are all measured in square units. If it's given in meter, it's going to be measured in meter square. If it is centimeter, it's going to be centimeter square. Kilometer, kilometer square, and so on. So whenever you are calculating the area, it's always measured in square unit. Take note of that. Number 2, the question said we should find the area of each rectangle. Let's take the first rectangle, Roman 1. If you look at our first rectangle here, we have our length to be Our L is equal to 8 centimeter and our breadth is equal to 6 centimeter. So what is going to be our area? We said initially that area of rectangle is equal to length times breadth, right? So what is our length? 8. And what is our breadth? 6. So we have 8 times 6. Class, what is going to be 8 times 6? 8 times 6 is going to be what? 8 times 6 is going to be 48. So it's going to be 48 centimeter square, right? So the area of this is equal to 48 centimeter square. So the same thing, if you take our Roman 2, we have our length to be equal to 5, and we have our breadth to be equal to 2.5, right? So the area is equal to length times breadth as usual, where our length is equal to 5 times, this is 2.5. If you wish, you can change it to improper fraction. 2 times 2, 4, plus 1, 5. So you are going to have 5 over 2. 5 times 5 is equal to 25 over 2. 25 over 2 is the same thing as 12 whole number 1 over 2. That is 12.5. You have to put the unit, which is centimeter square, since it's given in centimeter. So these ones are given in centimeter, so it's going to be written in centimeter square. Number 3, the question asks us to find the area of the shaded portion. If you look at the example here, we are having 2 rectangles there, right? So the 2 rectangles there, we have big rectangle and we have small rectangle, right? So now if you are asked to find the area of the shaded portion, look at the shaded portion here. So the first thing we are going to do is we find the area of the big rectangle. So the area of shaded portion will now be equal to the area of big rectangle minus area of small. Now, what is going to be the area of big rectangle? The same formula we applied there, which is length times breadth. In our big rectangle, our length is equal to 15 and our breadth is equal to 12. So now this is going to be what? 15 times 12. That is the area of the big rectangle, right? Then minus the area of the small rectangle is now going to be equal to 9 times 6, right? So now this is now going to give us 15 times 12 is equal to 150 centimeter square. Don't forget we have centimeter in each and every one. This is 15 centimeter times 12 centimeter minus 9 centimeter times 6 centimeter, right? So this is now going to be 9 times 6 is going to give us 54 centimeter square, right? So the 150 centimeter square minus 54 centimeter square is going to give us 126 centimeter square. So whenever you are asked to find the area of any shaded portion, that is what you are going to do. You find the area of the big one, find the area of the small one, then you subtract. That is all about that. The number 4, find the area of the triangle. Look at our triangle here. Then in this our triangle, we have the height. The height is given as 4 centimeter. You can even write it. H is equal to 4 centimeter. And we have the base. You have the base is equal to 10 centimeter. Base is equal to 10 centimeter. Therefore, the area is equal to 1 over 2 times base times height, right? So now we have 1 over 2 times, what is our base? It's 10. Times what is the height? Is given as 4. 2 here, 1. 2 in 10 is 5. So definitely we have 5 times 4 is equal to 20 centimeter square. So take note, whenever you are asked to find the area of any triangle, that is what you are going to use. 1 over 2 times base times height. So some used to get confused. In this type of triangle, there are some triangles that can be given like this. Maybe right angle triangle. So please take note. This still remains your height and this is going to be your base. So the formula remains the same. So now the next one is area of parallelogram, which is 6. For you to find the area of parallelogram here, we said area of parallelogram is equal to base times height, right? So what is our base here? Our base here is equal to 8 and our height is equal to 4. So simply now we said 8 times 4. 8 times 4 now is going to give us 32, but it's measured in centimeter. So if this is centimeter, this is centimeter, so it's going to give you 32 centimeter square. But mind you, the students used to get confused when taking the base. So the base is always the side that your angle, your right angle is located. Please take note. The base is always the side that the right angle is located. Like if you look at this example now, if you look at this example, we have the height. Our height is equal to 6 kilometers, where our base is going to be equal to 6 kilometers again, because this is the side that the angle is located. So this side and this side are equal. So you cannot take this one as your base. I hope you are together. So now the last one there, Roman 2, the area is now going to be equal to base times height. And in that case, our base, as we said, is going to be 6 kilometers, not 7.4. Take note. It's going to be 6 times 6 kilometer times our height. Still remain there, 6 kilometers. So definitely the area now is going to give us 36 kilometers square. So that is how we calculate the area of some basic shapes, which are plane shapes. We have some other shapes because of times that we cannot take the area, like cycled, as I mentioned before. We have some rhombus that because of time we cannot take the area. Please, I urge the students to check their textbooks at home. We have many examples under these plane shapes, and there are many formulas there that they can apply. It's just to know the formula, then substitution. After the substitution, that is all. And the next one we are not able to touch there, which is perimeter of a plane shape. Perimeter of a plane shape is very simple. It simply means you calculate all the sides of that shape. For instance, let's assume in these shapes, if you are asked to calculate the perimeter of these shapes, you know that this and this are equal, this and this are equal. Then what are you going to do? This is 8, this is 8, this is 6, then this will be 6. You just add them together. 8 plus 8 plus 6 plus 6 in centimeter. Please take note, not in centimeter square. Perimeter maintain its unit. Perimeter maintain its unit. If it is in meter, in meter. If it is in centimeter, in centimeter. So that is how we calculate the area and how we calculate the perimeter of a plane shapes. In our next class, we should be able to look at some solid shapes and the difference between a plane shapes and the solid shapes. Thank you very much. As the notes compiled by Mr. Sharif Abdulaziz. Thank you. Hello students. Finally, I would like to recommend this book, Excellent in Mathematics, as approved by NERDC curriculum. This is very important book. If you go through the book, you will enjoy it. I approve this book. Please go through the book, get more exercise, solve them for more understanding. Thank you very much.